Hey, I'm Karai. Like some Viktor content, some mid lane content? Consider subscribing, maybe even hitting that like button. It'll help me up a lot. And if you do, you'll get blue buff. Viktor Challenger. The only rule, I can only play Viktor. Unless it's banned, then we're playing Orianna. No Viktor jungle, no Viktor support, maybe Viktor bot, and that's about it.
Let's do something a bit different today. Today I'm going to do a commentary on the Viktor 2 Challenger gameplay. And in this game we're playing against LeBlanc. I think a lot of people have a misconception that Viktor is weak against LeBlanc, but as you can see here, I am beating the absolute piss out of her, mainly because she's trading in my minions. Here I knew I was a couple of minions away from level 6 and I tried baiting her into diving me, which worked greatly. I also had biscuits, so I wasn't that afraid. I think if she just waited out a bit or actually not use flash, because you know I had flash too, maybe she could have gotten me here. Here I saw the cannon was about to die and I really wanted the cannon, so I actually used my E instead of onto her, and I think if I used it on her I would have gotten her. And of course Volibear and I both saw the Rengar go into this brush here through a ward, and we tried to get him, but I believe he still had flash. Ritz might onto the Volibear to avoid extra damage here. Yeah, that's the flash and that's about it. Right here my Volibear is showing up top, so I can't really push in without having a safety net to go back to. Rengar and LeBlanc can easily catch me out here. The best option to do here is really just to get Raptors, and some of you might think that, well, aren't you denying your own jungler's farm? I think realistically, if you're playing Viktor, if you can get Raptors as much as you can, you should, just to scale better. In this part, I wanted to base to get my Sword Pen boots, but I saw that Rengar was about to dive bot lane. Dragon's also coming up, that's also why I was basing. I'm surprised that Rengar actually jumped in here. My combo could have been cleaner here, I could have ulted first, but I'm glad my ult didn't bug out. And after getting the dragon here, I took a really safe path because I didn't see where LeBlanc head to after clearing my wave. Sometimes they could do this to catch you off guard, and you know you want to try your best to avoid getting killed when you're ahead. Right here we saw that LeBlanc just finished ganking top, and even though she did get my top killed, she roamed on a pretty bad wave, so me and Volibear was able to pressure this turret as well as get Rengar's flash here. So even though we didn't get a kill here, getting some tower platings and also Rengar's flash is ultimately worth it. Right here, it's a bit of a lengthy play, but I'm gonna try my best to explain it. I see that Darius is caught off guard, and I believe he's actually trying to 1v2 here, which I believe he actually gets the kill on Volibear. He tries to go up top and I try to loop around him. I guess he knew that eventually he would get killed, so he decides to die to the Yorick instead of giving me the assist. As you can see, LeBlanc was previously really injured and I think she went for a base. So here I thought that I was safe to actually push up, but as I mentioned earlier, it's actually pretty risky to push up against a LeBlanc and a Rengar. They can easily catch you off guard. Here, the moment I saw LeBlanc, I knew I was in danger, and lo and behold, Rengar tries to one-shot me. But thanks to the durability patch and because I'm up in levels, I am able to survive this. It's also worth mentioning that if you're ahead as a mage, you probably shouldn't roam as much, mainly because you don't want to throw away your lead by getting caught off guard when you're returning from a roam or actually roaming. Right here, Yorick and I are trying to get this turret, which we do get. Almost gets out cleanly, and you'll see why I say almost, as their bot lane, I believe, yep, there it is, their bot lane tries to jump on us. Zeri flashes on top of my gravity field here. I think Yorick dies here, and I think he probably could have got out if he just walked all the way back, but I'm not too sure. I tried to fancy footwork on the skill shots. I'm surprised that that Lux ult actually hit me, but nevertheless, I get out safely and I keep my lead. Right now, it's sort of the mid game. I'd say the mid game is past 10 minutes or after the first turret falls. I'm just trying to get on a side lane to get as much solo EXP as I can. Because if I stay on the mid lane, a lot of people will come around. Here I see a fight starting up, so I'm like, okay, I'll TP because I know that LeBlanc doesn't have TP. So even though like it's a winning fight from the start, me TPing there just guarantees that we win the fight even harder, I guess. I could have just stayed bot, but I don't want the chance that LeBlanc could just randomly roam up to mid and get kills for free. This just basically ensures that my team will always win the fight, or at least, you know, stay even. A bit of a skip here, but basically we got Baron in exchange for Yorick's life. Right here, I think Volibear went to ham. when dragon is spawning here. I think if we played it a bit slow here, we probably could have gotten the Drake for free. And now that Volibear and Yorick are both dead, it's a risky 3v5 here. We try to sit in the bush here with sufficient amount of vision. Maybe we could catch them off guard here, but you know, they don't actually walk into us. I think the better play here was really just to push with Baron instead of trying to flip a fight, because if we lose the fight, it's really bad, and if we lose Drake, it's not too bad. After that, some of us still at Baron, so we're using Baron to push for objectives. I see that Volibear is trying to call for my help, and I see that Rengar is caught off guard, so I tried to come in off here. I knew that Rengar had flash though, so I was saving my E for his flash. I went a bit too ham, and I think this is a really bad play, mainly because I have a shutdown, and Rengar does not have a shutdown. As well as the fact that we're in the pushing lead, so there's really no reason for me to go this ham. As a result, I get Volibear and myself killed. Some of you might think that, well, it's not too bad because my teammates are actually getting objectives on the other side of the map. I would say the reason it's really bad is because of this kind of play, we're giving the enemy opportunities to come back, as well as chances like this where we get our teammates killed because of a bad mistake that we did. Right here, we're trying to get the push in, but I'm kind of off position. I wanted to get the in-hit by myself, but it's around the time where Rengar can kind of one-shot me. I did had my Zanyas on, but I mistimed it, and realistically I should have just focused all of my abilities onto the Rengar instead of trying to greed for the Lux here. My team was able to back me up by killing the Rengar and the Lux, but realistically, if I didn't die here and Rengar died, we probably could have ended the game. And once again, if you are ahead, you want to avoid making mistakes like this so you don't prolong the game and give the enemy opportunities to come back. Here, after catching the Lux and killing her, we're able to position ourselves for Baron. I think Yorick's plan was to push bot while we do Baron. I think that's not a bad plan, but it kind of seemed wonky at this time of the play here. Nami gets caught, but lands a pretty good ult onto the Rengar here. We catch the Rengar, and once again, I think like at this point, I think Yorick made a pretty good play because now he's getting the minions pushed in without anyone contesting him. I think we don't get the Darius here, but the goal was really just to stop anyone from their team from stopping Yorick and having Yorick to push as much as possible. I think Volibear died off screen because I think he tunnel vision way too hard onto the Blanc without knowing where his teammates are. So with their entire base almost destroyed, we're able to slowly but surely get the secure on the win here. It's only Lux and LeBlanc, and I think Rengar's coming up soon, but not soon enough. And again, this is how you win a game, slowly and with strategy, I guess. This is a Diamond 2 Elo game, and I hope you guys learned something from this, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.